Hello everyone, and welcome to Sun City Library's Teen Art Program. My name is Jazz McCulley, and for today's craft, we'll be creating two separate slimes to represent water and sand for a beach-themed duo slime. We hope the end of your summer goes well, and when missing it during the school year, just use this coconut-scented slime to reminisce. After introductions, we will first ask for parental guidance, then go over necessary materials, and then you may follow along to the tutorial, which you can pause at any time. After the tutorial is finished, there will be contact information available. Parents are not needed for this craft. These are the materials needed to create the craft. Most materials are provided in the kits, however, make note of the ones that aren't. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Alright everyone, here I am doing equal amounts of glue and water. For now I'm just going to do a quarter and a quarter cup of each. I'm going to go ahead and stir it and wait until it's a nice milky white mixture. Here I am adding baking soda into this milky white mixture. I'm going to go ahead and stir it as much as I can, and it's best if you go ahead and stir it to a point where you can't feel the grittiness on the bottom of your bowl. And now I'm slowly adding the borax or the saline solution provided. I'm doing it little by little, and then once I feel that it's not sticky as much anymore, I'm going to go ahead and just put it outside of the bowl. You don't have to do that if you have a larger bowl. I just found it easier to do it on the tabletop. It's still a little sticky, but I can tell that it's not going to make a mess, see? And I just go ahead and knead it as much as I can to where it feels comfortable. At this point, the slime is pretty much taking its form, so I'm going to go ahead and add the additives to it, such as the brown paint, as you see here. I'm also going to add some coconut extract to make it smell good, and I'm just going to fold it into itself. As you can tell, it's starting to feel pretty good in my hands. I'm kneading it as if it's dough, so the brown paint and coconut extract can fully get into the slime as equally as possible. I wanted my sand to be a little darker, so I went ahead and added a little bit more brown paint to it. And now here's when I add the instant snow to make the sand a little more textured and feel a bit more like actual sand. Instead of adding it directly into the slime, I go ahead and put it into the empty bowl now, and I add water onto the snow itself and just a little bit on the slime, and then I mix it. At this point, I'm glad I put it on a tabletop, because if you don't notice, it does get a little more wet and stickier because I added more water. That's fine, just go ahead and keep kneading it and it will eventually become textured and a little more firm and a lot less sticky. Alright, now we're finished with the sand. We start off into the water slime. I went ahead and skipped over the part where I put equal amounts of glue and water, and then I also added baking soda to this one. Here I am adding the borax very slowly. And again, I'm going to go ahead and mix that as much as I can, and then eventually you'll see that your slime is going to come away from the walls of the bowl, very obviously, but if it doesn't happen anytime soon, just add a little bit more saline solution and it'll happen eventually. Eventually I try another method where I pour saline solution onto my hands and use that borax to massage the slime itself. This allows you to put a little bit more saline solution / borax onto the slime without adding too much into it. and it makes kneading a lot more easier. You'll see here that it's actually a lot more fun. See, it's still sticky, so doing it this way does help a lot. Alright, so eventually it does get the slime consistency that we all know and love. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my additives. First I'm going to do the paint, then I'll go ahead and use some of the coconut extract, and eventually we'll add the glitter as well. Now here I am just adding the additives and mixing it and kneading it into the slime until it looks good and the consistency is just right. This is completely optional, but I decided to twist my slimes into one full one before I place it into my jar. I found that after I set it for a while, it came out to look very pretty, so I'm happy with my decision. And here is the final product. This is what it looks like after a few days of settling in the jar. I decided to put the shell on top of the jar on a cap with just some glue. I also added some string, which I'll go ahead and put in the take-home kits. I hope you enjoyed your summer. I hope you have a great school year. And thank you so much again for joining us for a teen art program. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. If you enjoyed this craft, go ahead and go to our online catalog you can find at rivlib.net. Again, go ahead and go to rivlib.net to find materials such as these in our online catalog. Here is Sun City Library's contact information and hours of operation. Thank you so much for joining our virtual teen art programs online. Keep an eye out for in-person events being held at Sun City Library very soon. Again, thank you, have a great day, bye.